I seen a video where a Latino guy, a Mexican, was saying that at first he didn't believe what black people were saying about racism and oppression. He said he didn't believe that black people was being mistreated or oppressed. He said he thought it was something that they was doing to themselves. But he said now that it's being done to their people, they're being oppressed. He said now he believes it. So why did it take for you to be oppressed, for you to believe someone else is being oppressed or mistreated? The reason why they don't believe you is because they don't like you. You agree with people who you like. It's just that simple. If they don't like you as a person, even if you're telling the truth, they're not going to admit that you're telling the truth because they don't like you. That's what it comes down to.
President Trump, we love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing.
We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish the wall! 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 Finish the wall!
That want to avoid an authoritative communistic regime like Castro somehow gravitate to the fucking Republicans. Look at these fucking assholes down here. Look at these flags on this fucking boat. You think that Trump in any way is going to help anyone that's not white? Cubans aren't light enough. To Trump and the people in power, you're nothing but la cucarachas.
Just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special?
This message is for all the black people out there and the content creators that are black. If you're not black, feel free to scroll through because this message is like truly for them. From a Latino that represents the Latino community pretty heavily. I'm sorry because I know that you're getting harassed right now, that, oh, you need to support us, you need to blah, blah, blah. You don't owe us shit. You don't owe us anything. You guys voted accordingly in the last election, and we as Latinos did not. We fucked up royally, especially my community of Puerto Ricans and the Cubans. We voted at a higher rate than any other fucking minority, over 60%. And you guys voted over 60%, no, fuck, more, like 90% for Kamala Harris. We fucked up. So now we can't cry about it when you guys defended us in the polls and we didn't even defend ourselves. So now there's a lesson to be learned. But again, thank you for your service. You don't owe us shit, black people. Que tengan buen día.
It's true. Black people will be discriminated against in a Latin American country. If you're leaving America to get away from discrimination and you're moving to a Latin American country thinking that you're not going to be discriminated against, you're wrong. I've been hearing a lot about people that have moved to Mexico and are complaining that they're being discriminated against in Mexico. Let me tell you something. Mexico discriminates against their own Mexican people that are darker shade than the rest of them. in Mexico, there's a lot of states that have very fair skin and blue eyes people. The people that have indigenous features, the very dark skin, the black hair, are discriminated against. So you coming to live to Mexico and think that you're not going to be discriminated against is a fallacy. This is not just in Mexico. It happens everywhere in Latin America. Black people are discriminated against. In Honduras, there's an entire community of Garifunas. And Garifunas have been in Honduras for hundreds of years. And to this day, they discriminate against them. They remove their land. Some of them even get murdered. It's a battle Garifunas have gone through for decades with Honduras, because Honduras to this day does not recognize Garifunas as part of being part of Honduras. And so I grew up looking at Garifunas as if they were subculture, subhuman. I'm telling you, you think that you're leaving the U.S. and moving to a Latin American country to escape racism? You're not escaping racism. And you need to understand that that's just the way things are. And it's very acceptable. Those of you who are coming on TikTok complaining that they're in Mexico and that they are embracing the Mexican culture and why are they being discriminated against, that is why. Mexico people discriminate against their own. What do you think it's going to happen when you're there? In fact, in Mexico, if you don't have light skin and blue eyes, first of all, look at the telenovelas. You tell me, what do you see in telenovelas? You're only going to see beautiful people with light skin and blue eyes. You're going to see some indigenous people. The vast majority of the roles they give the indigenous actors is of the maid, is of, it's never the pretty woman. Yeah. How many actors do you know in Mexico that are in a telenovela and they happen to be black? Just look at the telenovelas and you tell me how many indigenous actors and actresses you're going to see in those telenovelas. It's the reality in Mexico, and you need to understand that. You're not escaping racism by moving to a Latin American country.